Welcome back, everybody.
Yo!
Episode 2, Down to Earth Podcast. Co-host numero uno, Jeremy Pettit.
Co-host Demario Crosby here in the building.
And we're back. Today we're going to talk about, what question we got going on here? What impact has social media personally had on you in recent years? I think that's going to be a good one. We can go off that one for a little bit. We'll start off with how you doing, though. Mark, a long time no see.
Yeah. Right now I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Can't complain. It's been a good week. Work wasn't bad. Weekend was decent. Can't complain. How about yourself, sir?
Same. Played some pickleball yesterday.
Nice.
A little sore.
Nice.
Getting old.
Huh? Jesus, they already got you saying that.
No, I had a little pickleball yesterday. It's a poker tournament. Ran the table a little bit. You know, I had to show them what I was about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It's decent.
I guess we'll just jump right into it then, huh?
I'm cool with that, if that's what you want to do. If that's how you want to play it.
Yeah. We'll start with you then. What impact has social media personally had on you in recent years?
I think it's I think I had some good things and some bad things, I guess. One would be, I guess it brought a lot of awareness to me. And what I mean by that is that I feel like I not crave attention, but I feel like I'm more aware that I do like attention, and that I would not do the most to get it, but like when I do get it, like I do get a huge amount of dopamine. I'm just like,
So you trying to be famous?
I mean, I don't I don't want to be like, I would rather have, the money over the fame, but I mean, I guess, if that came with what I'm doing, whatever, I can't control that, but I don't know, it just brought more awareness that I am like, I like attention, and I just need to be aware of that and be cautious of that, because like, that could do a lot of bad things, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like too much of it and trying to get it, and when things aren't about me, I'm sitting in the corner crying, right? So I think that was a big thing that I noticed about myself. That's like the impact. That's at least one thing. About yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't like being in front of the camera. So, I mean, like we talked about last time, this is new to me. So I'm still getting the ropes down of how to feel and making sure I'm trying to stay honest and real with everything, being on camera. I would say overall negative impact for sure. Mindless scrolling on TikTok and all that stuff. I've never been one that sees everybody else's success and makes me depressed. I know that's a big thing going on, where all you see is when you're scrolling is the yachts and the bodybuilding and the girls and the money and the flashy this, flashy that. And that doesn't really affect me as much. I kind of see it going two ways. Sometimes, depending on the mood I'm in, if I'm really trying to learn stuff, and my For You page is like throwing stuff that like, oh, I'm taking notes and I could apply it to real world and all that stuff. I think that's awesome. But then on the flip side, when I don't want to do anything, it like just knows that you're not trying to do anything. It'll just throw dumb shit at you, and then
dumb stuff like what? What do you mean?
Like memes and stuff like that. That's just doing it, just clouding your brain.
I got you.
And just kind of throwing like worse than video games, and just the stuff that you don't need to, I don't know, be watching. You just don't. I think one of the biggest things is it goes, especially when I'm laying down at night and looking at stuff. I would say one of the weirdest impact is how many different emotions can change so quickly. You go from like a funny video to then somebody's getting back from the army and you're getting that weird, like that sad feeling, and then a meme pops up and you're laughing, and then something scary's up and you're getting a little heart rate increase, and your body's not built to go through 8 different emotions over the span of 45 seconds.
You scrolling that much? Well,
hell yeah! Bro, if I can't sleep, I'm just scrolling, dude. I scroll so much sometimes it's like, you should take a break. Nope, next.
Funny as fuck.
But overall, to the question, I would say negative, because even when I see a lot of good stuff and I take notes and I'm trying to apply it to everything.
I think you got to come up a little bit more.
Damn.
Because it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got to be in it.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to get
was looking at it.
No, you're good.
Yeah. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think I intake more of the bad stuff and laugh at and all of that stuff than actually apply the good stuff that I'm learning.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with that.
Because, I mean, I could learn how to do 800 different things good, but if I'm not applying any of it when I wake up the next day,
Don't matter.
I'm just wasting my time looking at it. But, you know, yeah, that's I'd say negative overall. It can be positive, but you got to be really disciplined in actually applying it instead of just mindlessly scrolling.
Definitely got to be disciplined. I think one thing that I like started doing is like, well, I think we both started doing it. Just like stuff that we don't want to see, we're like either blocking it or deleting it, or just I don't know, random people that we don't really talk to, just getting it out, just not having that on the feed. I think a big thing that I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna unfollow a lot of celebrities too, though, low key. Like, I don't know, not that I don't like any of them, but like, I don't know, it's just a bunch of stuff that I'm focused on like so much on what they're doing. Like, I guess that's where that feeling comes, where like, oh dang, I ain't doing nothing that much, or like, oh wow, why can't I be, I never had the problem of comparing or being like, oh, I want to be in their shoes and like stuff like that. No, never. But it does get to a point sometimes where you're just like, how is it just so easy? It's not easy,
and you
but
don't,
like
you don't see anything before. You see nothing from before because you don't even know that person until they're in that spotlight.
Right. So it's never easy, but I'm only seeing the piece that they want me to see. So it's like,
and the piece that you want, but you don't know. We're still working out the roadmap on how to get to our version of what we're seeing everybody else have.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I see is all the famous people. They'll talk about like some of the hardships that they came up with, but you got to remember they have 24 hours every single day,
Same
just like
as
we did.
Yeah.
They had the same bullshit. They had something that affected them for multiple years, multiple months, multiple weeks. That like there's no roadmap. You gotta get it.
That's tough. I think that's like, I think that's where it gets hard, because like I feel like everyone has this like vision of what success should be like, or how it like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a vision of something, or let's just say, okay, for example, so like if something was gonna happen tomorrow, if I said something's gonna happen really good for you tomorrow, like you would get a vision and be like, oh well, if something's gonna happen good, this is what I want to happen, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I feel like we hold this type of vision of what success is, or whatever is, and then once we actually get to that point, it's not like what we thought it was, and we're just like so dissatisfied. Like, I don't know, like right now, like I feel like I'm in a pretty good, successful spot, like as far as the journey. Yeah, I'm not where I want to be, but I don't know, I feel like I would never be where I want to be, because after I get to that other spot, like I'm going to want to be somewhere else, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
True. Well, I mean, I'll take that, but I also, there's that really fine line, at least for me, of I feel good now and everything. I'm not depressed. I'm not like massively in debt. I don't have 10 million problems. We all got our stuff that we're working through. But I definitely think that there's that financial level to when what I'm trying to get to, and that I try to use social media to kind of get me into the rhythm of what I can do on a day-to-day basis to kind of just tweak my mind to get to a better place, which I don't always do, because I'm watching the stupid memes and the stuff that make me laugh and the dumb videos and the skits and all that stuff. But there's still that level of when life is no longer about paying bills and everything is on auto pay, and I don't got to worry about how much money's coming in, even if it's just, say, $80,000 a year. And at that point, then your mind is washed of all of my credit card bill is due next month. Oh, I got my car payment, my insurance payment, all of this that kind of makes working a little harder, because in your mind, you're like, well, I just put in 40 hours and I just put 30 hours of what I just got paid into fucking bills for somebody else.
Right.
That I can't even control. But then when that kind of kicks in, then you're looking to social media for the escape, which is kind of just that whirlwind of you're in a good mental spot, but then all these stuff comes up like bills, and you gotta, you only get a couple hours a day to do stuff, but everybody tells you got to maximize those 6 hours. But what happens when I walk in and then one of my family members needs me to help with something? Come on over here, dude. Right? Come do this. The dog needs walking. This and that, and it's because like Gary Vee will say, you got your 8 hours after you do everything to get stuff done. When in reality, some days I got negative hours because I'm behind on stuff I was supposed to do yesterday.
Yeah, that's one of the hard things that I have with like trucking, because like right now, like we were talking about last episode, I think we were talking about health and like how that's like a more prioritized thing. Like
Mhm.
going from work, usually with trucking and working like 12 hours, the max could be like 15 in a day or whatever, and then going to the gym after that.
Mhm.
Like after those two things, and then it's like, I got my girl, so I got to give that time,
Right,
whatever. But it's like,
responsibility,
I don't know. It's hard to do it. I mean, there's ways to do it. There's ways to be around and do other stuff. But like you're saying, it's just very hard to navigate. And I don't know. You're trying to do multiple things, and I don't know. Just tough, bro.
Yeah, and I know one thing you tried that I haven't tried that I think I might is deleting social media. Because you went, I think
that was fun.
you only did like a couple weeks, I think, but you got rid of everything.
30.
Except,
I think the first time I did it was a month.
but what did you have? Or
What?
did you not have any?
I didn't have
media?
anything.
No Facebook, TikTok, Twitter,
I forgot
Instagram.
what video you sent me of that dude that was talking about like dopamine hits or whatever.
Yep,
But like,
mhm.
I forgot his name. But yeah, I did. When I saw that, I did it a whole month. I didn't have any social media, nothing, and I just had just my texting, and that was it.
Did you feel like you were able to do more and have more of a clear head? And clear head in the sense of all of these different ideas, like we're just using TikTok as an example of
Yeah.
scrolling, and every time you scroll, you're seeing something totally different.
Yeah.
Even if it's the same perspective,
Totally.
it's totally different.
Right.
And it's filling your mind. So I'm wondering if as you progress through that 30 days, was it more of a clear mind and you kind of had your own roadmap out that didn't have all these kind of wandering paths of nothingness
Different, yeah.
because of all of the stuff that you're seeing on social media?
I would say it definitely was more clear. I was more like I guess just like hard. I wasn't like hard on myself. Like, okay, like you got to do this, you got to do that. Like it was more like I was just chill
Like
and
a
just
steady
like,
flow.
okay, I can do this. All right, I can do that now. I think when it came down to that, I think if I would have did also, so like a lot of people would say like set like a 30-minute timer
Mhm.
and you're doing something, and the goal is to try to do that task in 30 minutes, and like I did that alone without doing the social media thing, and that was good. But I feel like if I would have did probably both of those things when I
Mhm.
didn't have social media, I think I would have got a lot done. I still got a lot done, don't get me wrong,
Right.
but the goal is to maximize whatever time. But I think not having social media for 30 days, you can just see how much time that you do have. And I think it really just comes down to that time compounding throughout the week. So how many hours are in the week, do you know? Yeah,
24 times 7?
Yeah, something. But whatever that number is, like, that's a lot of hours if you really think about it. Because, like, what I have the problem of doing is focusing on just, like, one day and trying to do everything in one day. But, like, in reality, if we start from, let's say, the week and we have however X many hours and, you do the X amount of hours for work, sleep,
Right,
whatever,
right.
and it's like you see how much you got left. Like, I don't know, I feel like you can do a lot. Like, I can base one day off of, like I did this weekend. This weekend was probably one of the best weekends in a while, bro. I didn't go anywhere. What's today? Sunday? Saturday, I woke up, bro, and I just started working on Amazon. So, like, I went through that course again just to, like, relearn it and know everything. And, like, bro, I got so much done.
Yeah. Well, you told me Friday night you wanted to wake up early and get some shit done.
And I was just like, damn, like, I didn't touch social media. Didn't touch any. I didn't even eat, bro. But
You were just
honestly,
going.
bro, like, felt so good, bro. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, like, if I can do this every day, like, I feel like I'll be good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be good. Like, I can do that, like
So
cake work.
I got a good question. A non-scripted, not on our list question.
It's not on the list.
If
You know what I'm saying?
you realize, shout out Lee.
Right. Shout out
You know
Lee.
what I'm saying? If after, or if doing the no social media for 30 days yielded that much positivity and growth towards everything you were doing,
Talk to me.
why not keep going?
Why not keep going?
Or why reintroduce social media back when, and I'm guessing here, that once you did, over the next week or 2 weeks, you fell right back into what you were before those 30 days of no social media?
That's a good question. The logical question would be, I don't know. Like, I don't know why I did that, you know what I mean? But, like, one thing is it's very hard to break habits.
Of
We
course.
all know that, and you know, once you get a little taste of it again, it's just like
It's dopamine
it's just so
It's a drug.
like yeah, it's just there, and it just happens. You're not really aware of it. So I don't know. I guess I should have, to be honest. But I would say the goal would be to be able to have the discipline to just put down social media, like how I did
The
this
limit?
weekend. Like just knowing, like, because if you think about it, I think it's every week you get on your iPhone, you get the like your screen time.
Yep.
And you get that, and you get to see it. So like, I think all of this really just comes down to the experiences that you expose yourself to. So let me just put that in an example. So like that whole month I went without social media. I should have took that as the experience of, wow, look how much my mind wasn't like automatically shooting to that. Or if it did shoot to that, I couldn't get to it because it's
Right,
not on there.
right.
So it's like, wow, okay, I got to find something else to do. It comes down just to having the discipline, but dang, I kind of lost my thought. Hold on.
No, you're good.
I basically was just saying that having the experience of experiencing the not having it 30 days, and then it's like, okay, well, let's see how I am back when I go back on there 30 days, and you know, calculate that, and I don't know, just like keep what's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, so
Documentation.
you want to
of
do that because you didn't do that.
Yeah.
You just reintroduced it.
Correct.
So I think the. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I think one of the hardest things, and something that I do once in a while, I'll introduce random 7-day challenges, 30-day challenges, or quarterly challenges. So, for example, starting on January 1st of this year, I told myself no alcohol, no smoking. Not that I really smoke that often anyway.
Smoking.
And
My fault. Go ahead.
hey, we're trying to be real out here, you know.
What's your smoking? Cigs, bro?
I don't smoke no cigs.
Just play it.
Yeah.
That's the last thing.
Right.
But go ahead. My fault.
But no, so for the first quarter, I told myself, I was like, no alcohol,
Right.
no smoking. Like I
Right.
said, not that I really do anyway.
Right.
I just wanted to add more on top of that. So
Right.
I didn't have like another escape that I try and
Mm-hmm.
add on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or weekly challenges. Sometimes I'll do like no video games for a week,
Mm-hmm.
which is really hard because that's like my downtime
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
tough,
thing.
bro.
But something that I'm playing with in my mind that kind of plays into the whole social media thing is when I do that challenge, how can I shift my mindset to the reward not being jumping right back into what I told myself not to? So like I do the 7 days and I'm ticking down and I'm thinking, man, I can't wait on that 7th day. I'm going to get on the video game and play. What am I really gaining throughout that week if I'm putting this challenge out there, but then I have this overwhelming feeling of I'm just doing this so I can play the game, Like, am I really doing anything positive for myself outside of maybe opening up some free time? When in reality, like, so for drinking, for example, because I've never been a big drinker, I'm not like April 1st, I'm going and getting fucking hammered.
We should though, but I feel
We
you.
can. But I'm not like, oh man, I can't wait to crack
Right.
open that Corona,
Right.
you know.
Oh, I'm itching for it.
But-
Yeah, I get you.
Every other challenge I've done, it's always like, even like the social media, if I did a 1 week or a 30-day no social media, on that 31st day,
You
I
back
guarantee
to-
you I'm going to be right back on it. What did I miss? And feeling like, you're not caught up with the world. And I think that's what social media does the best, because it is a company. It does need to make money. It needs to keep you engaged.
Right,
And it's
yeah,
all about
for sure.
money. Is you make people feel like they're left out if they aren't on it at all times.
Fear of missing out. Yeah.
Because
Facts.
let's be honest, when use the train derailment in Ohio, for example, like if you're on the other side of the country, that doesn't really matter to you.
No.
There's bad stuff happens all the time,
Every day.
everywhere, all over the world.
24/7.
You can't, you just can't comprehend and retain that much information of all times.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the crux of wanting to be involved with everything, when in reality, if you break down stuff that really only matters to you and your goals and your day-to-day, it's probably less than 1% of what you're actually consuming on a daily basis of social media. I don't care that you just bought a car. I don't care that you just got a place. I don't care that you just got married. I don't care that you just had a kid. Like, being real, like, you're posting that because you want to put it out to people, when in reality, that shit only matters to yourself and maybe your very, very close circle. But if I know 20 people and they all post that they got a car, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like kudos to you, but what am I supposed to sit there and like silently clap in my bedroom while I'm sitting there watching you and scrolling through? Hey, come on, see, that's
My fault,
crazy.
my fault,
That's
my
crazy.
fault.
At least I said cars and not like something else.
I mean, yeah, I definitely get that. I don't know. I just feel like social media now is so incorporated into everyday life. Like, it's just like a thing. Like,
But is it though?
I mean, for a lot of people, yeah, bro. Like, if you really think about it, bro, and I like think about this a lot. Like, there could be a news article that comes out and it has a headline, but there's a whole blog that says like it's a totally different thing from what the headline says. No one cares. They just see the headline. It's like, oh yeah,
Right.
like that. So it's like I don't know. I feel like it's just really embedded into the habits of like a lot of people, and I mean all of us. And then it's just I don't know. I guess it's really like if you think about it, it's really a good amount of dopamine hits throughout the day.
Yeah, which
Like,
is bad. Well, you're not supposed to have that much.
Yeah, that's why like I guess the week before. So like we'll go back to the conversation you said. Like we'll do something for a little bit. So like for example, we had that 30-day challenge where we both woke up and we took a cold shower every day. Whew.
That was just a week one, no?
I thought that was.
No, that was a week. That was just a
week?
week. Yeah, that was just a week.
Okay,
rough ass
I
week.
went for the whole month.
You went for the whole month,
Yeah, I
but-
went for the whole month. But
But
like,
that's a good example.
but like even that, it was like, what did that do? Or like, so I guess it really just comes down to with stuff like that. Like maybe we just don't do it long enough for it to like
or the
stick,
right way.
or the right way for it to like actually stick and like do some stuff. Because like it's really hard when you're doing something over and over and over and over, and you're not getting a sense of results at all.
Right.
Even though there is, but if you're not physically seeing it, like you're gonna have that thought's gonna slip and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, bro. I guess it's just a game of habits and thoughts, bro. Because like, that's where it really comes down from. Like your subconscious throwing those thoughts of like, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that because I'm
Right.
so used to doing this and that. But I don't know, bro. I agree. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I don't care about that's
Right.
that gets put on there. But I guess when you're scrolling and or just I don't know, bro. I guess just keeping up with people as well, though. Like I guess that's a good thing. Like if I haven't seen you in a while and like we used to be like on a good level.
But what is you seeing that picture really going to do though?
Nothing. I just like it, and it's just like, oh, look at this person doing. I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to think from different perspectives.
No, that's
on,
cool.
like,
No.
you know,
Yeah. I
It's
get
like
that.
this
I get
is
that.
like every
But
day.
I'm trying to break down how like I'm just trying to make like it's just it doesn't matter. It's a habit.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't.
doesn't. It's not like a necessity.
But I don't know.
to-
Maybe you could see it as like that's someone's hobby. Like they like to look at what other people's doing and like
Yeah, that's-
you know what I mean.
sure.
Like I don't know. Not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like just trying to look at it from other people's perspective on why. Because I mean, I do it. You know what I mean? I do it. I scroll and I see something.
Yeah, me too. And then a lot of times I'm just like, what am I doing? If it goes on for too long. But going back to the challenge thing, I think that it's like a triangle in a way of you got what you're trying not to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have what you're going to achieve while you're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to work out for a week
Mm-hmm.
to get, or I'm sorry, let's do the social media. So
Okay.
for 7 days we're going to do not going to do social media.
Right.
And then in your mind, you're like, okay, the reason I'm not doing that for a week is to kind of take a break, but also open up free time to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I think the missing piece of that triangle that would make it better is what is the long-term goal that I'm trying to attach to this challenge? Because after the 7 days, if I just go right back to social media, so all I pretty much told myself was I need a couple extra hours during the week to get some things done,
Mhm.
and then that's it. Instead of maybe having that 7 days of none and then saying, you know what, okay, well, last week before I did the challenge, I averaged 40 hours a week on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do none, and then I'm going to introduce it just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because now that we talk about it, I really want to look into the iPhone settings because you can limit apps to certain times, and then I believe
Oh really?
that you can't, like, it will kind of like a child
It'll
lock
kick
in
you
a way,
out?
but it will like not allow you to open the app because you set a
that's
timer
decent.
on it.
I didn't know that was the
So,
thing.
so I'm
Is that
wondering
a thing?
if yeah, it is.
Is that like recent?
No, I think it's been on there, dude. The iPhones have so many settings.
Oh,
It's
nice.
it's insane.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
probably
want
a
to
lot.
maybe I'll check in next episode and I'll try that because if I know that I'm on TikTok say 2 hours a day and I don't want to totally remove it.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
if there's a limit, I can build that into my daily schedule.
Right.
Because if there's
Right.
no limit, then it's like, well, fuck
Right.
it. I got 3 hours, 2.5. I'm just going to scroll as if I'm watching a movie. Where if I set a half-hour timer, that 3 hours is now just 30 minutes, and now I'm forced to introduce something else in those 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then the question is, will you introduce something good, or will you supplement it with something equivalent to that? Oh, I can't be on TikTok anymore. I'm going to hop on Twitter, watch.
Do something a little different.
And then
I'm
I'm
gonna hop on
gonna
Twitch.
hop on Instagram, and then I'm gonna hop on YouTube, and like all that stuff. But
Right.
so I think that's where social media comes down to that positive and negative impact. Is it consuming more time, and then are you coming up with bullshit excuses as to why you're not where you want to be? When if you showed me your screen time right now, and that bitch shows 8 hours yesterday,
Powerful.
and it shows 8 hours yesterday, but you're telling me that you couldn't have used 6. You'd still take your 2 hours.
Right. Do what you
Take
do.
your 2 hours. But you told me that 6 hours, you couldn't have just Uber Eats if you needed a little bit more cash on the side, or sold some shit on eBay, or read a book instead of just mindlessly scrolling.
I love books.
So I'm going to try that.
But-
So I will check in next week, and I'll let you know if the settings that we could kind of hook anybody else up there that might want to hop on that.
I like it.
Because that's what we do here, you know? We share our experiences, so maybe you could apply a little bit to your life too.
Down to earth, baby. We just flowing.
That's it.
Just flowing.
That's it.
But
Like a river.
I was thinking about this while you were talking.
So you want to listen?
No, and I wanted to say that too. Like that's something I've been like highly working on is more like listening and like because you know when someone else is talking, a lot of ideas spark, and it's like you got to be able to shut that down, but then keep it. I just did it right now, which was pretty decent. But heard everything you said. Listened. I think I did pretty good eye contact there too. But whatever. But I think it also plays a big part of your emotions, right? Because this is what I realized about myself with like trucking. So like after a while, there's a point where I get to like a plateau point where I'm just done. Where I'm just like
Trucking?
yeah, like I'm
Like
just
working
like
in general.
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm saying trucking for my
Gotcha,
example
gotcha.
because like I put in a lot of hours driving this place, driving back, whatever, and it's like there's a certain emotion that hits me after a while of like once I get to that point of like a plateau or whatever, and there's an emotion where I'm just like I'm not sad, but I'm kind of like sad, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. And when I'm in that emotion, so like I said I experience that emotion every time I get to like a tire point. So like every week I'm getting to a tire point. So every week the same emotion is hitting, right? So it's like a habit now, basically. Like at this time I'm getting this emotion, right? Is what I realized by myself. And when I get that emotion, what I became aware of too, there's certain things that I want to like go to like either escape or release that emotion maybe or something like that. And it's like that's the times that I need to be the most disciplined because those are the times where I'm really just like falling into that. So it's like that emotion is pushing me in that direction, and my only thing is consciously I'm just trying to get rid of that emotion. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to push it away. So it's like, oh, what can I do? Oh, well, this is what I usually do, whatever. And it's like, I feel like that plays a big part of like there's habits, but then there's also emotional habits or emotional feeling that's a habit, and like we're not aware of that. You can just have a feeling like I don't know, I'm feeling sad. I don't know why. And it's like, well, yeah, you only get sad at this exact time every freaking week, so it's
Right.
like it's ingrained now, and it's like a normal thing that just happens. So like,
That takes a lot to be able to realize that.
oh,
though.
dude,
Because to be able
yeah.
to like remove
Yeah.
yourself and look down and say, oh shit, this is happening often, instead of just taking it as it comes and not really trying to see why something is affecting you in the way it is. So kudos to you for actually realizing that, and
Yeah, that was tough.
just realizing it alone is
That's huge.
that's
Yeah,
huge.
that's huge.
Whether you do something or not, just knowing in the back of your mind that there's a specific time that it happens, and you said throughout the week, so like Monday, Tuesday, you're good, and then at like a certain time during the week, so it's not daily at that 4-hour mark in the truck.
All right. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties there. But like I was saying, when that emotion hits, that's when those wild thoughts start coming out. And that's when those thoughts start coming out as, oh, I want to quit. I don't want to keep working this job. I just want to do what I want to do, and I need to just like go get it. But I think, like you said, it's very hard to realize. And I think it's something that had effect over me for a very long time. Because what I realized is that I hit that plateau with every single like job or whatever that I do. And usually what I would do when I get that is I'm ready to quit.
I see it every time.
You know what I mean? Like I did it with Rico, I did it with Best Buy, I did it.
GES.
So it's like GES, like I got to that point,
LSI,
and I'm making these decisions based off of my emotions and believing that, oh, this new job is going to do it, when in reality I'm putting myself right back into the same. Yeah, maybe I have higher pay, which is always, decent, but again, like, I'm just putting myself back in that same cycle, and I'm going
new cycle too, because you got to get used to
to
the day to day and
right.
hours,
so
and
it's
what
like
can I do.
That fresh start of it, that new part of it, it's like, oh, thank God I found it. Then it's like,
not yielding any true benefit.
This job sucks. Again, this job that. Then all the negative floods in, and then it's like, I'm gonna get a new job. Then it just starts over. So like, instead of constantly falling for that, me realizing it now, being like, okay, it's not the job. It's just I'm tired. And this is what happens when I get tired and I get back in that emotional state. These are the thoughts that I usually would play out. So it's like, all right, now that I'm aware of that, now I need to know how to counterproductive that, I guess. I guess I said that right. No, I don't think that's right.
No,
that's definitely not right. There you go.
Yeah.
I need to counteract that, and okay, what can I do? Like, what can I do to get me out of this state, to pull me out of this state? Like, what is there something that I can do? Like, I can listen to like a motivational thing to get me out of it, or something like that, Something positive to get me out of there and be like, okay, like, all those thoughts were because I was in that emotional state. This isn't how I really feel. This is what I asked for, because this job and everything, bro, it's close to the
Getting
house,
you to where you
good
want
pay.
it, yeah.
Like, everything that I wrote down that I asked for, I have it right now. And I'm like, wow, like, I asked for this, and now I have it, and it's like I'm taking it for granted, kind of, you know what I mean? Because, like, these thoughts are making me feel this way. So, like, I don't know, I feel like that's a very, very good perspective. Anybody like that? What's he doing? But yeah, man, I think that was a really good find there. But
Yeah, I think it's a little different for everybody, because one thing that I'll try and do if I get into that mindset is I break it down as an emotional bump in the road to a long-term goal that I'm trying to achieve. And I always kind of break down, I like bringing up like that treasure map idea of, anytime you ever see a treasure map, whether it's in a movie, a video game, or in real life, and it's never a straight line.
Yeah,
It's a couple different places. It's a couple places where you thought that the treasure was that you got to mark off, which could be that job that you're not liking right now. That's just a checkpoint that you got to get to. That's going to get you to another spot. When inevitably you will reach the finish line, you will find that buried treasure of the goal that you are trying to achieve. But you need to realize that it's a long-term, tough. Nothing's easy, and the bigger your goals are, the harder that road's going to be.
All right, bro.
And even if it's like, quote unquote easy, which, I mean, easy for you may not be easy for me, may not be easy for the next person.
Right.
But if your goal, just for example, is to like buy a house, you're going to have your own things that come up that are going to deter you from doing that or make it harder for that to happen. Where if you're trying to go viral, you're going to run into your own reasons on why you're not going viral. You're not hitting the algorithm. You're not getting on that For You page, and that's no matter what it is or how easy it may be or how easy somebody else may think it is. Oh, dude, just do this, this, and this, and you're there. Like, yeah, why don't you go do this, and this, and then tell me how you got
Blue.
Yeah, everybody always give their 2 cents, but I like giving my 2 cents, but I like to think that I can see the reality aspect of it, of what's actually going to go into a journey, and take into account that you have 16 out of your hours of the day are bullshit of stuff that you probably don't want to do that you have to do to get you to that point. And that even when,
That's facts.
Big
facts.
Using all of your free time to push towards a goal is very hard. You want to watch that Netflix
Very
show.
hard.
You want to just hang out and kick it with your girl. You want to just hang out and kick
Yeah.
it with your boys. You want to just go watch March Madness or football or like if you like sports. Every other day there's a different game on that you can watch.
Yeah, dude.
That you're not adding that time into the couple hours that you get. And so it's either you got to pick. Am I going to sacrifice some of this stuff and escape that little bit of reality for a little bit of time, or am I going to say this is just another checkpoint in the journey and say, the baseball score is going to be on Twitter tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Does it really matter if I watch it or not?
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Packers fan. I don't watch every game.
Well, not anymore. He left. So.
When he actually signs with the
Aaron
Jets,
Rodgers left.
Breaking here now. We got the inside scoop.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Oh, man.
But no, so that's why it's, when it comes down to social media, like right back to the original question,
Mm-hmm.
you just use a lot of time on social media.
Yeah.
And I don't think,
Definitely.
I would say that most people's goals, any time on social media, is not getting you any closer. I would say for every minute that you're on social media is a minute you're taking away from getting towards your goals, unless you are in the industry and you need to be on top of stuff and you're doing like Mogul Mail. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's YouTube. It talks about gamers and stuff. And you got to be always on them, seeing what's going on. But if you're not, and you're not trying to go viral, and you're in the totally different atmosphere of what you're trying to do, every minute that you're on social media does zero for you. And at that point, you have to chalk all that time up as just an escape that is taking away from what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we might have to start being on social media a little bit more if we're trying to push down to earth.
For sure, yeah.
And I'm actually thinking that I'm going to log out of all my accounts, only stay logged in on this account, and my social media time is only going to be to promote what we're doing here, because what I'm trying to do, like even with the real estate stuff, I watch YouTube videos here and there, but every minute that I'm on TikTok, I'm not learning anything more that's going to just instantly make me a better realtor or learn more stuff about real estate that I can apply when I walk into the office tomorrow.
Right.
So I think that's a step I'm going to take. I'm going to try and limit personal use with the settings on the iPhone, if that's actually a thing, which I believe it is, like child settings. Then just be auto logged into all of our stuff and just see what we can do with that.
I say that's a really good thing, having Down to Earth as a social media profile. You can really see, like, because there's no followers, so you just have like the basic stuff on there. You can really see like how big of a difference it is versus like yours versus like a brand new account. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, like I was looking at ours on Twitter, and dude, nothing that would ever be on your personal stuff. Like, it's actually like stuff that's just like news that's like actually happening. Like, just
there's no
stuff,
bias and there's no algorithm that's pushing what you think
so it's just
is
like,
going to be there.
It's like, wow, okay, like I didn't know this happened. Like when the Silicon Valley bank collapsed, like that was what I saw on our page for this, and I was like, oh, that's something that I would want to know.
Yeah,
like that's not on mine. You know what I mean? I mean, I could probably program it to that point. You know what I mean? But just taking that realization that, wow, like there's a lot of stuff that's on mine that's not productive, that's not helping me. Like
your stuff is catered towards DeMario Crosby.
Yeah,
my stuff is catered towards Jimmy Pettit.
Maybe I should go through there and
once in a while I'll text you and I'll say, dude, my For You page is almost, my following page is almost to a point, because I don't follow the dumb stuff. The For You page, will have all the random algorithm stuff.
Well, yeah.
And then you got the follower page, which I bet you nobody actually uses. Because you don't want to see what just people are posting, but it's only catered towards what you follow.
Yeah.
So like I'm only following people that I'm trying to have a positive. So like that's how it is. Kind of like on the right side, the For You page is all the dumb shit. But then when I actually want to start learning stuff, I'll switch over to only people that I'm following, and I'm only following financial accounts and do better with your life, be more healthy, all that stuff. So all the scrolling is positive.
Right. Yeah,
but then when you want the dumb shit, then you switch over. But the question is, how do I always tell myself, okay, enough dumb shit. If I'm going to be on social media, let's at least maybe use it in a positive light and switch over to the other one. No, I want to just keep laughing.
I think, and it's hard because, I've done this a couple times. Like, you plan something, you write it out, you plan how you want to do it, but then something happens and it throws you off and you go back into that cycle of what you do. But I think that's really the first part of it, is to plan it. Okay. Let's say with the timer thing, like you tell yourself, okay, every day I want to spend a total of 30 minutes on social media throughout the whole entire day. So you set a 30-minute timer every time you get on there. Like, you have to remember to do that, but it's the hard part of it, because when something's a habit, it's so easy. You don't have to think about it. Like, when we play the video game, we dominate. Like,
Right.
we don't have to think about
We
that.
got our
and
set times we're doing it, right.
Yeah. But like, when something's new and you're trying to incorporate it, that's where you have to use the mental energy every single time that you want to do it. And it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just like, it's so, I don't want to say it's exhausting, but since you have to put in that energy to do it, and it's like all the other stuff that you had to put in energy already for, it's just like, I don't want to have anything else I want to do, like today or whatever. But that's where that discipline comes in. And it's like you just got to tell yourself, even though I'm feeling like this, I still got to do it. I think I'll get to some points where I do that, but in other points I'm just like, I don't care. Like I'll say I want to do something, and I'll say I want to do a 30-day challenge.
Yeah, we do that. We do it all the time.
And it's like, all right, I'm good.
Right.
I don't care. So that's where it goes back to that question. Sorry for cutting you off. Good. Like, I guess, like you said, we need to put a goal with it, as in, what is this 30 days? What do I want this 30 days to do for me?
Long term.
Long term. What do I want it to do? Even if I do it for 30 days and I don't feel like it got to that point, okay, another 30 days. Like you need to put it on there. Like, I don't know. I guess that's just like what it needs to be. Like, I guess it was really like fun and easy to do the challenge since we were doing it together.
Yeah.
Like, that made it more, and just like checking in on each other. Hey, did you do it? No, not yet. All right, I'm gonna do it in a few minutes.
Right,
you know what I mean? But like,
I
guess having someone like there and like being
struggle with you.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, today I was struggling. Okay, the next day you're struggling, and it's like, well, it's an equal like thing. So it's like, it's not just one person that's just like taking off and dominating.
When in reality, you got to remove that mindset, because you will be alone with a lot of the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
And I think, going back to the whole looking at it like needing to do it for 30 days or trying to drop a bad habit or create a new good habit, what if I told you that, like, on the wall right there was a map that said, if you do this for 30 minutes a day, after 30 days, here's the product that will be now ingrained in you as a person. Super easy. It'd be super easy. Hey, Jeremy, if you go to the gym for 30 minutes a day for 30 days, here's a picture of your body at the end of 30 days. And just say it was like jacked, ripped, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Or if you watch 30 minutes of this YouTube video every day for 30 days, your bank account will now be at X. It's just hard trying to come up with that goal that is there, but you can't actually just see it. Hey, if you put 30 minutes into your eBay stuff every single day, I guarantee you that in 2 months you have $1 million in the bank. You're going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteeing you. But there's no reality you can have it.
Yeah.
You got to work towards it, but not being able to apply that. I see it. I know it will be a thing. It's a guarantee. You kind of got to, every time you feel like, okay, I'm not going to do the challenge anymore. Well, what if? What if?
Yeah.
What if I stick with it?
That's
what if
good.
I stick with it?
That's good.
What's the worst thing that can happen at the end? I have an 8-pack.
And that's the type of thoughts that you need to incorporate every single time you have that feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like if we would do that, that would be like, okay, like, I need to do it, because, I think, if we have an end result and it's something that you really want, and you get to those points, but you're able to, I mean, you got to catch those thoughts. Like, that's very hard to do.
Yeah.
And, like,
but
you got to
that's
catch
a part
it immediately.
That's
but
a part of it.
Like, I don't know.
I don't think those thoughts are there if you have that guarantee, though. If you have that guarantee 30 minutes a day after 2 months, there's $2 million in your bank account, I'm not going to have those thoughts, because I'm like, fuck it. In 2 months, I'm going to have $2 million.
I don't know. I think that's where the emotional part plays in, and that's when you are going to have those thoughts of, like, when you're like say you just had a long day at work and everything's going wrong, bro. Every second of it.
But
and
I have,
then you finally
get guarantee
home.
after 2 months at $2 million. It's the lack of the guarantee that makes it hard.
I feel like that's logical, but when you're in an emotional state and you get in that state, nothing's logical. It doesn't matter what that thing says. It's how I feel now in this moment.
Well, we might differ on that a little bit, but if you remove the guarantee, no guarantee after 2 months that there's $2 million, then the emotional part really takes over. Oh, well, what the fuck am I doing it for? There's no guarantee at the end that I'm going to get it, and then that's when you got to check the emotional responses. But if someone told me 30 minutes a day, in 2 months there's a guarantee, like a contract. You got a contractual agreement. You do this, you get this. I don't know. Me personally, contracted stuff has always been good for me, because I know that no matter what happens after these 2 months, I get something in the end.
Yeah.
When in reality, I could go to the gym for 2 months and not see any results. And that's going to be very hard emotionally to continue to want to go to the gym if I'm not seeing results.
Mm-hmm.
The results might not be till 8 months.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to stay in the gym
Yeah.
for those 7 months just to maybe see something on that 8th month? That's tough.
Yeah.
But if you're guaranteed something, but that's what I'm trying to get to is the fact that it's not guaranteed. You have to
Right.
really deal with the emotional
gotta-
responses, and that you have to check yourself at the door with, okay, I understand how I'm feeling. Fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But what if it does work out to this?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that even at the end of last year, we told ourselves that this is the year. You know, everybody always says this is the year, but you gotta continuously make those progressive steps. And I feel like we have, but I only speak on myself. Like, I feel better than I've ever felt. I'm eating better than I did in the past 4 or 5 years. Worked out more this year than I have probably every other year in my life combined. My mind fog is a lot less than it has been in different years. I'm not worrying about things that I can't control.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, diving into random things that are just going to negatively hurt me. Like, oh, what's this person doing? What's that person doing? We won't expand on that one too much. But you fall into that stuff, and that's why I wanted to add that the 3-month no drinking, just to, because you know what, we all go out. I'm the only one not drinking. It's hard, and we could easily. We went to that real estate event. I was like, we could just do one shot, and then everything's downhill because you're like, well,
everything. It's like
right,
free
and
game.
we almost did too. I'm walking up to the bar. I'm like, no, can't.
See, but yeah, those challenges, I think they do a lot of good. I think they build self-confidence for one, because you told yourself you're going to do something, and like once it actually does get to that spot. So I think that's the thing that those 30-day challenges do. Like when we say, oh, we're going to do the cold shower, like maybe we don't feel it, but like I don't know, I feel like there's something that like happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
For sure. Like there's
But
something
do you
that
apply
happens.
that after the fact too, or do you just
go back
do
into
you just go back into
just sluggish right back
and that's
into
that
it.
that's that
That's
connecting
hard.
piece of the triangle that will make those challenges push you even farther than
Right.
just saying I'm going to hurt myself for 30 days because you don't want to take a cold shower.
Yeah, don't.
But if you apply what that does to you, like dude, like if I took cold shower, I think I tried them at night. I didn't really like them at night.
No.
But I'd wake up early, do it in the morning. You think I'm going to sleep after a cold shower?
You up. That's, yeah.
So
Or
I'm
like,
getting.
yeah.
So now I'm like, well,
You're
I'm up.
bro.
I have an hour and a half before I got to go to work. So, one of the best things that did was it somehow created more time for me to be able to be more productive.
Yeah. Cause yeah, that's what I would definitely like to do that. Cause like it's even like how you wake up, bro. So like if you're waking up 30 minutes before work and then like you're jumping right into work,
I wake
bro.
up
Like
25 minutes before work.
and it's like that's what I usually do, bro. I'll wake up. I'll have to be at work at 5. I'll wake up at 4. But like in reality, I'll get up at like 4:30.
Yeah, and then it just
That's
shower
it.
out the
Yeah, I
door
gotta-
and
I gotta-
groggy eyed and no.
And it's like I get in and it like it's already like kind of I don't know. So like I don't know, bro. It's just hard to like a habit that I'm trying to like that I want to beat, but like I'm just like letting it just flow right now is waking up and then going back to sleep. Like dude,
Like breaking that.
yeah, I want to break it, but like so like what I did is I put my let's just say my bedroom's here, my bed's here, and my alarm clock is right next to it. So I moved my alarm clock over here so I can get up and do that help for a while. But then what I would do, I would get up, shut it off, and just
Jump
lay
right back in bed. That warm,
And-
cozy ass
oh
bed.
my god! And it's like what is that habit doing to me though? Like truthfully, like
Nothing.
I don't
It's not
I don't
doing
know,
anything.
but it's doing something.
Oh,
Like on a
getting back
mental
into
level,
bed.
you
it's
know what I
not doing
mean?
anything.
Like I don't know. Like what if my mornings could be a little bit better if I do something else instead? Like do 10 push-ups and then jump in the shower. I don't know, but it's like
But then you got to make sure you're not turning
I don't
10
know.
push-ups to
It's-
jumping right back into bed.
oh yeah. Cause
Just like
it's
now,
definitely
because
hard
what
to.
is- hitting the alarm clock that's on the other side of the room and then jumping into bed, is that benefiting you in any way?
No.
What is it doing?
But that's why
It's
like
just pissing you off.
exactly. So
Because then you
I
got to
need
get
to
up
replace
5 minutes
that.
later.
Yeah. Then I'm late, and then it's like
Right.
I'm already in a yeah. Dude, I don't know about you, but like if I'm late for work now, like I'm not rushing, bro. I'm just like, all right, well.
I mean, I'm alone in my office, so. Late? Oh, you were late? I didn't know.
I mean, that's kind of how it is for me, because like no one's there.
Yeah,
to,
right.
like, But it's like, I'm just
No,
like,
right. There's no checks.
like at first I'm just like, but now I'm just like, all right.
I walk in like, I'm an hour late and nobody knows and everything's still done that I
Hey,
need to do.
make sure you're here.
Okay.
Cool. If it happens again tomorrow, guess what? I'm going to be here again. No, I don't know. But, yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up. We're good? Unless you got something else you want to get off your chest?
No, I got a lot to get off my chest.
Shout out to my boy Kyrie. You know how we do. Y'all can't really see my boy, but, you know. Obviously, he's not on Brooklyn Nets anymore, but don't worry about that.
Did you even get a jersey yet?
I didn't get a jersey yet. I'm going to get a jersey soon. But my boy has been playing exceptionally good these last couple days, and wanted to support him today. So, shout out to Kai.
Yeah, nicknames now, Kai.
That's his name, bro.
I don't know if you can see it on camera. Ripping a 100 Thieves hoodie, since we're shouting stuff out, apparently.
What's that, a gang?
No, it's an esports team.
Oh.
100 Thieves.
Okay. I mean, I know what it is. I just,
like FaZe Clan, but better.
People didn't know, so
I might piss people off with them. Well, go ahead, take us out, Mark. Take us out.
But thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment. I don't know what you would like us to talk about.
No, comment what impact social media's had on you. Let's hear what you guys got to say.
That's a good one. Yeah, comment on that. Be very truthful.
My Cash App is just playing.
Oh, you know what? I watched the first video. Let me just say this before we go. I watched the first video, and I say an awful lot when I'm talking up here. So my goal, and I just want to let everyone else know this, is to stop saying so much and to actually just be able to communicate without saying that. So
you should apologize.
I'm not, but I'm just saying that I want, during the next couple episodes or, the episodes going further, I want to limit it less more and more. And it's going to be hard because it's such a habit and it just flows. But that'll be my goal that we can work on together and you guys can see.
I like it.
The growth of that. But
little monthly report card.
You know what I mean?
From the viewers.
So, again, thank you guys for watching. Please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Wherever it is, please do that. Comment like we said, and have a wonderful day. Jeremy, want to say some things before you leave out?
Down to earth, baby.
Down to
with
earth.
With a 2.
D2E. There he goes again with that fucking
That's
there it goes again.
Down to
Down
earth.
to
See you guys later. Peace.